Welcome to the
Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it.
We are going for it. Welcome to the team with GiGi and Andrew. She's like, let's do the thing where we think it's not running.
He's like, no. And I'm like, come on, it's fun.
I'm like,
no. Ruined my Thursday.
Right. So welcome all. It's been a very busy time around Ascension's office, actually.
It has been busy.
Yes, GiGi here went shopping for a new laptop for herself.
That was yesterday, not today.
Not today, but still, this whole week. And then
it's very much been paralyzing my life, the fact that I don't have a functioning computer at home. So
yes,
I got me a new
it can
computer.
Be quite paralyzing. And we are publishing a slightly different format for the parish paper.
Oh, it's so fancy, y'all.
It's fancy.
I'm so excited.
If I had a high gloss paper, I would make it even fancier, but I can't do that.
Oh, we don't do that.
We don't do aqua gloss here. And so, let's see. And there is a crew of ladies today. Shout out to them who scrubbed the kitchen.
Yeah, I scampered down there because I needed to borrow the label maker, which they were using, and they were very busy bees. Mm-hmm. So all of you that are having afternoon naps deserve every bit of that afternoon nap.
Yes.
So our worship services are at 8 and 10 o'clock on Sundays. I mean, Sunday, everybody kind of knows church service is usually on Sunday. But if you're new to the whole Christian thing, then we do our worship services on Sunday mornings because reasons.
Yes. And then we also have healing service Wednesdays at noon, which is really nice. And you can come even if you don't need healing.
Right.
It's nice to have people there that's just supporting the people who do need the healing.
Right. Which is cool.
And then, of course, daily office at 7 in the morning. I ain't even coming to that. I do morning prayer in my own comfy chair. Thank you very much.
I'm at 7 in the morning. I'm worshiping at the Church of St. Mattress and the Holy Comforter.
Yes.
As in, I'm still in bed.
Yes. And then, of course, evening prayer at 5:45 p.m. That's my favorite. Yes.
Yes.
So this Sunday, of course.
Sunday.
Kind of a regular Sunday for once.
We have church.
Last week we had Adam Bean preaching, and it was excellent. That episode is actually on the Facebook feed for the church.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Or on podcasts at Ascension Cast.
Okay.
Yes, you can hear that. Cool. I just let it speak for itself.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, yes. And I've been attending an awesome class led by Joan Kuiper.
Oh, yes. I've heard of this.
The different stories of healing in the Gospels.
Cool.
And just sort of picking them apart, like eating a shortbread cookie very slowly and just kind of figuring out what's really special.
One crumb at a time.
Little crumbs at a time. It's really good.
The problem with a shortbread cookie is that when you break it, it crumbles everywhere.
Poof. Yes. So, good news. There is a new grandbaby.
There's a new grandbaby.
There is a new grandbaby. This is the grandchild of Mark and Barbara Sanders. And, of course, Mark is very excited because this is the first grandson.
Ah, boys.
It's like 3 granddaughters, but now finally
a grandson.
So, shout out to Mark. You got your grandson.
You got your boy.
You got your boy. Then, of course, this coming Saturday, not this coming Saturday, sorry, the Saturday afterwards. The first Saturday in August is community chest drop-off time. So this is if you are getting rid of stuff from your house.
Clean out your closet. Yeah, a little summer cleaning.
Yeah. Now, I was informed that, I usually post that, it starts at 10, and I never knew when it ended. So apparently it ends at 11:30. Right.
It's not like an all-day deal. No. You have like an hour and a half window, drop your stuff off at the church, and then...
It's a short window to, get it done. So just come get it done.
Yes. And then save the date on your calendar for Rally Day, which is Sunday, September 8th. There's going to be more information in the parish paper for August, or the Ascension Mag.
The Ascension Mag. The parish paper will have a lot more information, and it will be directing you to our website, which will have stuff. And Well,
Yes.
that kind of will be rolling out at the beginning of August, but we're telling
Mhm.
people save the date, Sunday, September 8th.
Right. Go ahead, put it in your calendar.
And just, we want as many people to be involved. So there's actually, I will go ahead and say, the price of the lunch is $5 a box with a $20 family max. That's a great deal.
That's a great deal. And the t-shirt fundraiser that we're doing for the Rise Against Hunger meal packing event, the t-shirts are going to be $15 a person, kind of no matter what size. And they will be coming in children's sizes as well. So you can get one for, the whole family. And you'll have a choice of colors. But we're working on finalizing the art for that now. And so hopefully we'll have some samples by early August that we can show around and start peddling our goods.
A somewhat mock-up of its design is on the parish paper.
Yes.
Fun times.
Fun.
The Sisterhood has been having sort of a gangbusters time. They had 30 women that showed up to their last one. 30 women at Sullivan's. I'm like, that must have pretty much packed
the whole restaurant.
Or y'all spilled out onto the tree dining area.
Oh, that place is cool.
So they're going to Finn's.
Oh, that's fun.
That's at the corner of Kingston Pike and South Peters Road. And it's where Ascension parishioner Gary Harper is a chef.
Shout out to Gary Harper.
So we have lots of shout outs. And so they're going to have fun. The RSVP date for that is Friday, August 16th. Details in your bulletin and the Heavenly Post.
Yes, and now we're talking about the Pasta and Bluegrass Festival. And that'll be on Saturday, August 24th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Sacred Heart Cathedral Gym. Tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for children.
You can find those on Eventbrite by just typing in Family Promise Pasta, and then it will pretty much be like, oh yeah, like that's the only thing, and then it will show it to you.
That's cool.
It's pretty nice.
So you can purchase stuff that way. That's awesome.
Yes. So there's a little words in the wise. I finally discovered where the gym was at Sacred Heart. So I do some stuff over at Sacred Heart, and we once had to have a rehearsal in there. I was like, there's
the gym
over here.
Yeah, right.
So I'm like walking around, and I go, if you're facing the cathedral, on the left-hand side, there's a driveway that wiggles back there, and there's a gym back there.
Oh.
But if you have to park on the other side of the church, word to the wise, you can walk between the new building and the old building, and there's a little walkway, and you can see a statue of Pope John Paul II, and you walk around there and go around the back. There's a little wiggle way through there.
But it's a big enough event that, like, if you don't know where you're going, you can be like, hi, I don't know where I'm going. And then, like, somebody will help you. Yeah, or you follow your nose.
Follow your nose to the pasta.
I smell Parmesan cheese.
Or follow your ears to the bluegrass music.
Right.
They have the Foothills Quartet and a band called Rescued that's also playing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Awesome. All right. The Choose Some Shoes drive is for the kids at White Oak Elementary School is continuing. We've got, our goal is 160 pairs, and we have 60 pairs.
Yes.
So we need 100 more pairs of shoes. And this Sunday, I believe, is the last Sunday that we're collecting, or is it 2 weeks?
No, it's 2 weeks. So August 4th is the last Sunday for us to collect shoes. And by the way, it's tax-free weekend, and there's no sales.
Yes.
And, you can go to like GiGi Shoes and Marshalls and
anywhere.
Wherever, TJ Maxx. They've got the deals. They got the prices. They got the tax-free. Go for it. And
we also need shoes that are a little bit larger sizes, on the larger end of sizes, because we have a bunch of the little shoes, which is great. But the school is from, I think, like kindergarten through 8th grade. So we also have some like older ones that need shoes as well.
And this community, it's small, but there's a number of kids because it spans from K to 8.
Right. And so so don't hesitate to get shoes for growing feet.
Yeah, like 12.
Like big shoes. Yeah.
Bigger shoes.
And so we need
by 8th grade I had a size 14 foot. So
right. Well, I don't remember what my shoe size was in 8th grade because I don't
remember those things.
No,
these are important. Like
I didn't write it in my diary. Okay.
When they swipe your passport, they'll be like,
"And what was your shoe size in 8th grade?"
And you'll be like, "I don't know." Well, you're not going to Mexico.
You're not going anywhere.
Sorry.
Okay.
What was your favorite color in the second grade? I don't know.
So Sunday, August 4th is the last Sunday for donations, as it says right here, which I could have read, but that's okay.
Yes.
Moving
But
on.
it's also the same day for the family ministry pancake breakfast.
Yes, that will be at 9 o'clock in the parish hall on Sunday, August 4th. And then following that will be the blessing of the backpacks, where you bring your backpack to church, and then we'll add your once your backpack has been blessed, we'll pass out a little tag that says, "Hey, my backpack was blessed."
There's a small
it doesn't
spoiler
say that, but
in the parish paper. There's a picture of the tags, and they look awesome this year.
they look awesome every year.
But they are
so
really cool this year. And so your child will get that. And I've heard that kids love these tags. They keep them on. They're like, my backpack's been blessed. Yes. Like,
That's so cool.
that does not mean you're going to get an A, honey.
Right, you just still have to study.
you still
You
have to
study.
It just means maybe you'll be safe.
And on Sunday, August 11th, at 11:30 a.m. in room 209 is the Safeguarding God's Children's class. This is for anyone that works with teens, tweens, children in the nursery, volunteering with the youth. We need everyone to have that safeguarding training. But in order to, you can't just show up for that class. You have to pre-register. So if you email Megan Alden and Megan@KnoxvilleAscension.org for that training.
And what's important to note is I believe, and Megan can comment later and correct me if I am mistaken, which is she's sort of a facilitator for more than just Ascension. So
Right.
if you watch us and you're a member at another Episcopalian church and you're
Yeah.
like, oh,
I
my
need that
church
training.
hasn't offered that in ages. Well, you can come here and go through it and
Right.
get your training and all that stuff. I don't
Right.
want to step on any diocese toes, but I think you can.
Well, no,
do
she's
that.
So so just email Megan if you need the training. It'd be important for us to have that happen. So I will hit some youth news. Next Monday is our last Milkshake Monday of the season.
It's
which
super
is
sad.
news. But also the Sunday night before that we're going to have our AYG kickoff event at the Change Center, which is at 203 Harriet Tubman Street in Knoxville. Obviously Knoxville, because we live in Knoxville. We're not going to send you to Nashville for an event. And they have a skating rink. You can do roller skating and roller blading. Both are fun. As well as a climbing wall.
For which you will need one of these.
Oh, you fancy. What you found. And then so the skating is $5 and the climbing wall is $5. If you are doing the climbing wall, you need the waiver. I will have printed copies at church on Sunday, so then you can just
When they have a cafe.
bring. They have a cafe, they have an arcade, all that kind of cool stuff. So come hang out with your AYG friends, and let me know if you have any questions. But yeah, if you're skating or rollerblading or whatever, then you need your socks. So you bring socks, you bring waiver, you bring a little bit of money.
Now, also coming up is that you can sign up for Dinner Angels, in which any of you volunteers can cook for the youth and bring it, and then you can guinea pig the whole youth on your next lime jello marshmallow cottage cheese surprise, to quote a William Albright song. You can
tempting, but no.
So you can bring a dinner, serve the youth, to facilitate not having to have pizza every time they meet.
Right.
To give this lady a break.
Please, like my baseline is like, no more pizza.
Yes, no more
pizza. No more milkshakes, no more pizza.
And so there are links in the weekly email and in the bulletin. It's kind of hard to copy it out of the bulletin, but I listed it anyway.
Yeah.
You can sign up to bring a meal, and then we encourage you to stick around
and hang out with us.
To hang out.
Yeah. I mean, teenagers are not scary. They're awkward. I mean, you guys probably remember how awkward you felt being a teenager, and having an adult in your life that was, cared, and maybe that was a familiar face at church is a good thing. Which is why we're also recruiting for prayer partners. So prayer partners are, what we do is we'll pair an Ascension teen with an adult parishioner that has signed up to be a prayer partner. And what we do is that that adult will pray for that teen and will send them letters, and we'll have a few socials planned throughout the year that I still need to get on the calendar, and I will do that. So last year we had 3. We had more than 3. We had 5, and my brain was not working when I wrote this, and it's fine. But this is a great opportunity to just kind of connect with a young person and get to know some more people and pray for our youth, because being a youth is tough, and it's not easy, and just as soon as you get through the whole, you got puberty stuff, you got family stuff, you got school stuff, and you're trying to balance all of it all at once, and it's so our teens need lots of prayer and support, and so this is a great way to do that in a way that's more of like a we're just kind of crowdsourcing our youth ministry, which I'm always good with, because the more they know of the entire church and less of me, then the better.
Yes. And since we have a little time, I guess I could tack on a couple of things I do that I haven't really drummed up, I guess, enough business for, which is at the end of August, there will be a couple of workshops for music. There will be Gregorian chant.
Yes.
We will be doing both the introduction course, which is kind of popular. It's just like dipping your toes in the pond, and you get a history of Gregorian chant, and you learn how to read it, all those little square and squiggly notes. And then, of course, the intermediate workshop is open to anybody, even if you're in Knoxville, because there's a number of people, as I've discovered, that read Gregorian chant. You can come to the intermediate workshop, and we will be just chanting for like almost a solid 3 hours.
For some people, that sounds fun.
For some people, it sounds fun. For others, it sounds like so it would be like what I'm thinking. And then the other weekend, so I think chant is on the 24th, and then the 31st is handbells. That is an afternoon thing. If you're interested in joining handbells, just talk to me, because there's limited space. That's all I have to say.
Ring, 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 ring. Yeah.
And then, let's see, what else? I think it's pretty much just a smooth sailing week here at Ascension.
Father Pat Wingo will be back on Sunday.
He will be. And I won't be here this Sunday, because I'll be at St. John's Cathedral.
I'll be here because I'm a one church kind of girl.
I'm all over the place. All right. Well, everybody, we love you bunches.
Have a wonderful weekend. Have a safe weekend. And, there's all kinds of cool things to do around Knoxville, so find something to do. And, all right.
Yeah, get your milkshakes in before they're over, especially the watermelon one.
Oh, yeah. Well, the watermelon one is all the way through August, too. So even though we won't have milkshake Mondays anymore, don't worry. You can still get a watermelon milkshake.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, friends.
Oh, bye, friends.